So 46 of these Ronins did that. As the sakura bloomed, the cherry blossom bloomed in the courtyard of the emperor, 46 split their bellies open. The 47th was left alive because he was the son of the leader to tell the story of the 47 Ronins.
The story you are about to hear from Tu Lam is a very special story of the 47 Ronin and how they restored their honor. Today's video was sponsored by Mulliganbrothers.com, where you can now get the hardest worker in the room t-shirts and the new journal ready for 2023 with the link in the description. But before that, Tu Lam on the 47 Ronin.
The box that you see here is over 500 years old, and this is what samurais would carry their armor into the battlefields with. And then you can see the samurai crests. Each clan, each daimyo had their own individual army of samurais, and each clan had their own individual crests. What's unique about this chain armor? This is over 400 plus years old, but what's really unique and why this is in here is that this is Ronin. See, Ronin is not glamorous, it's torn, it's seen war, you can see that it's been cut, right, it's been shot. So why is this summarized Ronin is because the story of the 47 Ronins, the shogun wanted to hold this political party, and he tasked one of the daimyo, which is a warlord, a landlord. So back during that time, if a farmer or a merchant wished to set up a farm or sell stuff as a merchant, then they have to pay the daimyo, and then that land is ruled by the daimyo's private army, which is samurai. And the samurais ruled over those lands by the way of two swords. And this right here, this story is that he tasked the daimyo to host this ceremony. He called all the other feudal lords into the area. The 47 Ronin's daimyo drew his sword out of anger, and he was automatically sentenced. He was automatically sentenced as dishonor. But then the shogun said, okay, I'll give you back your honor if you split your belly open in my courtyard in the art of sabakyu. So sabakyu is a suicidal ritual where they dig a dagger into their abdomen and then rip it into this side and reinsert the dagger and rip it out this side. That's to retain honor. And people are like, why would you do that, right? Because if you're a samurai, you're born into this noble bloodline. You have the riches, you have the lands, right? You have the status. So if your honor is taken away, your family is ripped away from that status, bloodline and all, generations from there on. So it's within a samurai to hold and retain that honor. So, the daimyo, he split open his belly, and then the shogun said the 46 Ronins, 46 were sentenced to be Ronins. Back during that period in Japan, a samurai is meant to serve, right? He serves one lord, a daimyo. So when you get cast away from society and you can't serve, that means you can't be a merchant, you cannot be a farmer. You still have to walk with dual swords because by bloodline, by status, you're a warrior class. But because you don't serve anybody, you're a Ronin. And that's very disgraceful back then because you have no master, you're unemployed. Right, so these Ronins, right, they swore an oath to each other, the clan, that they will return in 1 year and they will revenge the death of their daimyo. So these Ronins, they basically became bums, some became drunks, right? And what happened was the daimyo employed spies to see if these Ronins were walking the Bushido code. Are they going to take back revenge? But what the spies reported is they lost their way. But in actuality, these bums were doing reconnaissance. They were looking at the walls, the length of the walls, the ladders they need to build. They're studying the patterns of life, the timing, right? The guards. When was the daimyo returning? When was he leaving? What is the pattern of life for that year? Within that year, they returned back and they executed one of the most successful assaults to date. So they were able to scale the walls. They executed the guards. They got to the daimyo. They cut his head off, and then they walked back to their daimyo's grave site, and they set the head into their daimyo's tomb to retain their honor, because they served their lord unto death. Then they walked back to the shogun's home. The shogun was so taken back that they were in prison roughly like 30 days, right? They were in prison because he did not know what to do with them, because look, it was during peacetime Japan. War stating period was over. Tokugawa shogunate brought peace to Japan. So samurais during that period forgot what it means to be samurai, forgot what it means to be a warrior. And these 47 Ronins, they basically displayed what Bushido was: to follow on their lord unto death, to serve one's lord, no matter what, even if your honor is taken away from you. See, that's the significance with this story, is that it took place after war stating periods Japan, when samurais forgot what it meant, when a warrior forgot what it meant to be a warrior. You know, and these Ronins reminded them, honor unto death. Nobody can take your honor, only you. So the shogun finally came up with his decision. He says, I will retain your honor. I will give you back your honor, Ronins. You will be samurai, but you're going to split your belly open in my courtyard. So 46 of these Ronins did that. As the sakura bloomed, the cherry blossom bloomed in the courtyard of the emperor, 46 split their bellies open. The 47th was left alive because he was the son of the leader to tell the story of the 47 Ronins. So this is very Ronin, that's why it's in this room.
I want to say a massive thank you to Tulam for sharing the story of the 47 Ronin. It's an unbelievable story. I'm going to link some stuff in the description where you can find out more through Tulam's page. If you go onto Instagram, he's hugely inspirational. He has a lot of things to share and a lot of his message. For me, I take on board a lot, and Tulam is a great figure and mentor of us at Mulligan Brothers, and I think he could be for you guys as well. Today's video was made possible with Mulliganbrothers.com, the best motivational clothing brand in the world, where you can now get the Not a Journal. And we have noticed that sales of the Not a Journal have been picking up towards the end of the year. I think people are getting ready for 2023. Unfortunately, there is only a limited quantity. So if you want to buy one, the link is in the description. It is designed by me. It's exactly how I journal every single day. It's about taking souls, as David Goggins would say, every single day, striking things off the list and getting stuff done. There is no bullshit in the journal. That's the whole point of it. It is the exact way you're supposed to get stuff done. My favorite journal. As always, thank you for watching. Go on to Instagram, say hello at Jordan Mulligan Brother. Have a blessed and productive day. And if you haven't already, hit the notification bell so you know when our new content is coming out, because we have some huge interviews coming. And if you hit that notification bell, you will be told about it. And also, anyone who hasn't subscribed on this channel, please, 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 go to the subscription button, hit the subscribe, join the community, and be a part of the movement, Inspire Change. Have a blessed and productive day, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.